All right, so go ahead and navigate to your My Project Lead the Way page, and once you do get there, go to the CS2, click on that. Once you do, click on 2.1, and we're going to go ahead and select what is a web page. Once you get there, go ahead and navigate to your resources and select the source file zip folder. Once you do, you'll notice it starts to download over here in the corner, and it shouldn't take very long. Once it does, go ahead and download. Go ahead and open it up so you can see the zipped folder, and you'll notice it's here. I'm going to go ahead and minimize my screen now, open up this folder, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it into my desktop along with Sulfur. And once you've done that, you'll notice I have my sample and my Sulfur all set right here. I'm going to exit out of here. Then I'm going to go to my computer, and I'm going to find my H drive. And I'm going to make sure that I place both of those in there. So you can just drag them over and put them in your H drive. And I'd create a new folder if I were you. I go to new folder. I would call it web page. And once I have my web page, I would find the sample and drag it in there. Oops. Sample, drag it in there. And Sulfur, be careful. You don't drag more than you want. And then that way you have an access in here. And any kind of images that you want to save when you do your own creation, make sure they go in that same folder, because what's going to happen is that website's going to map back here every time to find the things you want to put on it. Okay, now that you have those two, you can go ahead and exit out. And let's go ahead and open up Firefox. Mozilla, it's right here. And once you get, your page will be different than mine. You'll have the Mozilla splash page, kind of like Google, but you have the Mozilla picture right here in the center and a little search bar. In order to access all of the different stuff up here, like your toolbar with your files and your tools, you have to hit the Function 10 or F10 key, which is on the very top row of your keyboard. Once you do that, go over to File, go to Open File, and then you're going to have to navigate to your H drive and find the sample that we just did here, and mine will be in web page. I double click on it, and just go ahead and you click on sample and open, it should come up with that sample page, and this is what we're going to be changing to learn some HTML. Now that you have this open, go down and let's open Notepad++. Go down to the Start menu, go to All Programs, and if you'll probably start up here, go down to all the folders, and it is alphabetical. Go ahead and find Notepad++. Click on that icon, and you'll get a little window that pops up. And yours should be blank. I'm going to go ahead and go to File now. That's what you got to do too, is go to File, go to Open, and then of course go to your H drive and find that same sample. Mine is in web page, and open, and you'll see the actual code that you can change. Now, you can just keep it sample for now, but later on we do our own website. We're going to save these as the name of the theme you're going to choose. But what I would like you to do is to change the spot just so you can see what happens in the code. Right now it's called Super Cool. If you want to change the title, which is up here in the tab, you can just come down here, and I'm just going to change it to a web page. And once you save it here, you refresh it here, you'll notice that it has changed up in my tab. And go ahead and open up that again because it might go away once you refresh. And let's change what it says right here in this header. And if you notice down here in your code, you have an H1 tag, which is your header1 tag. And then so whenever you start something, you have your whatever tag it is, in this case the H1, within those greater than and less than symbols. You notice at the end, we've got similar tag, but we have that /. That just means you're ending that particular tab on that line. I like to kind of split things up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and change this and delete surprise and just make it wow. And then all you have to do up here is make sure you save it in your notepad and refresh. And it's changed. Pretty cool stuff. And then you can put your content here. We're within the body right now. You'll notice that we have the beginning body tag and the end body tag because it's got that /. We've got this iframe that doesn't work, so I'm just going to delete that and get rid of that. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put in an image. In this case, we're going to do that sulfur butterfly. That's that sulfur image. In order to do that, we just need to put it within our body somewhere. You're going to do this is on number 6 in your packet. We're going to do a shift and the comma key, which gives you that less than symbol. And then the tag for image is actually just img, and then the source is src equals, and then you put in whatever the name of that JPEG is. In this case, it is sulfur.jpg, and then of course we have to end that particular tag. And this doesn't have a beginning or an end tag, which is kind of cool. And just make sure you save it, and then refresh. And you now have a sulfur butterfly picture. And again, you can put any picture you want. Just make sure you save it in that particular folder that you created. In my case, it was web page. And we're going to delete this font here. Just get rid of it. Again, save, refresh, and it's gone. Now we're going to change the color of this font. And in order to do that, we're on number 7 now. You come back to your code, and you have to put it within that header, that first header. So you got to put your cursor in there, and you just type in style, and you do equals, and a quote, color, colon, space, number. In this case, they want us to do 00FF00, and that happens to be what we call hexadecimal code. And I think what it's going to be is kind of a green color. So it's making us change our header. This right here, whatever's within our header, which is wow, making a web page is easy, a different color. So you go ahead and save it and refresh. And it did, it changed to green. And if you go online, you can find all kinds of HTML hexadecimal colors that you can go ahead and edit. Next thing I want to show you is how to center things. What you do, because we want to center that text, is right before the header. It's very simple. You just put that opening tag, which in this case is a less than sign, type in the word center, and enclose that tag. And then over at the end, because of course we're going to end it, again, a less than symbol, a /, and because it's closing, we do that /. And this should center in our web page now. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and refresh. And there it went. It's centered now. And you can also resize your pictures. I'll let you go online and discover how to do that. It's pretty easy. One website that you can go to is really cool. If you just type in HTML into Google and search, it's that first one that pops up. It's W3 Schools. And here, you go to the search bar, and in our instance, resize photos. You type that in there. And you can, it looks like the top one here is HTML image with attribute. You can click on that, and it tells you how to change it right here. And you can go back and change your code. So it's really helpful. So your assignment will be you can change the picture. I want you to pick a theme, and I want you to follow the sheet that I gave you and challenge yourself to create your own web page. You can use this website a lot. It's a great resource. Take your time and utilize your resources in the room too. There's kids all around the room that are doing things similar to you that maybe have found an easier way to do something. And number 1, have fun.